everyone, it's Heather here at LARRS. Today we are doing a totally different video for you guys. We're going to show you one of the other aspects of rescue. So we took in 7 macaws. They are very, very sick and we need to get them veterinary attention. We're trying to raise money to make that happen. You guys are definitely going to want to stay tuned for this one, and remember to hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, it's going to be a little bit loud down here. Adding 7 macaws to the rescue definitely changed the volume of the sound that is coming out of here, but I want to show you guys all of these birds that we took in and kind of explain a little bit about them, what we're seeing in some of these birds. Now, I do want to preface this by saying that we received 4 cages with these birds, and we are trying as quickly as possible to replace those cages. Hopefully we'll be able to go and get those cages tonight so that we can get these birds taken care of and into proper cages. Now, along that line, I want to tell you these cages, and I will show you here, these cages are made of galvanized material. So the reason why that is so bad is because it is zinc coated. Zinc is a heavy metal. It can create heavy metal toxicity, and it can be really, really bad for birds. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some of the birds here. We're going to talk about them for a minute. So this bird right here is a Scarlet Macaw. Now, one of the things that we're noticing about her, couple of things actually. One, she is very, very underweight. We don't know if it's a male or a female. Just started calling her a female, and the big problem with her is that she's blind. Now, that is something that can be caused by heavy metal toxicity. And so that's why we're doing this video this week. We just really want to make sure to emphasize and stress the importance of having a really, really good cage for your birds. Because if you have a cage that is not appropriate, so anything other than stainless steel or powder coated cages are not appropriate for birds. And so if you have anything else, it can lead to what we're seeing here in these birds. So I'm going to show you guys the other birds real quick, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So this is one of the Greenwing Macaws that we took in as part of this surrender. And you guys can definitely tell that our Greenwing friend is not doing very well. We are seeing a lot of these birds who are very, very underweight, and you can tell by looking at the front of this bird that you can see the keel bone. It's not right. These guys were not set up properly. So again, anorexia is one of those symptoms of heavy metal toxicity. Now, this bird is one of them that we are currently housing in this cage. Again, we are looking at hopefully trying to get appropriate cages for these guys. This baby, if you guys can see, actually has a lump on its back. Now, what that lump is, what it appears to be, is a burst air sac. Are you coming over to say hello? You're coming to say hello? So I'm going to show you guys the lump on the back there. And again, that is a burst air sac. So that is something that occurs from trauma. There is no other cause for something like that in a bird. So you can see on the back with this burst air sac, it is very transparent. You can see some of the veins going through. And that is what really is leading us to believe that this is just a burst air sac. Now, we will have to check with the veterinarian when we take this bird in to see if there's anything that can be done about that. We do have our doubts. We have a bird here at the rescue who has a burst air sac, and we can't do anything about it. It's just kind of part of what the bird is now. And so that actually is something that the bird is probably going to have to live with for the rest of its life. Now, if you're interested in donating to help these birds, there are various different ways that you can do that. We do have a PayPal account. You can access that on our website. We also have a Venmo account. Our handle is at LARRS Sheboygan. So I'm throwing that up on the screen for you guys. So if you're using Venmo, it is at LARRS Sheboygan, and we can take payments that way. You can also feel free to mail a check into the rescue. That is listed on our website. So there are lots of different ways that you can donate, and we'll be able to get these birds to the vet and get them taken care of. Make sure that they have everything that they need, and make sure that we're getting them the treatment that they need to get better. And I want you guys to take a look at this bird in particular. This bird actually is the skinniest of all of the birds here. It appears that the lump that you are seeing on the front is actually the crop, but it is really difficult to tell. This one is just super duper skinny, really in rough shape. So we're gonna do everything that we can for these birds, but this one, you can tell it's definitely extremely skinny. Just looks in really bad shape. The good news is that of all of the 7 birds that we are taking in here, all of them have been eating really well. So we are trying to keep those food dishes stocked with food at all times so that we can make sure that these guys are getting enough food. So we have our other friend right here, and this is just another blue and gold macaw. This is the third of the blue and gold macaws. And this baby right here is one of them that is probably in the best condition out of all of the birds that we've taken in. Although you can still see there's quite a bit of feather plucking and, you know, not really good stuff that we're seeing out of this bird here. There's a little bit of gaping in the mouth, so we just want to make sure that we're taking care of this baby. Now, when you look at the front of this bird, it looks like there is slight scissors beak going on with this bird. It does not look like the top beak is affected, and so what we're going to do is go ahead and give this bird a beak trim, see if we can line that beak up again and make it easier for this little one to eat. All right, guys, so this is the last of the 7 birds that we took in. This is the second of the Greenwing Macaws. Now, what I want to point out about this guy, and you know, this bird looks like it's in relatively good health as far as weight goes. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. We're getting a little bit of tongue. Little bit of overgrown beak on this bird, and so we're going to be doing a beak trim. We are seeing a little bit of evidence of self-mutilation. There's a little scab, but I want you guys to look further down to the cloaca, and you can see there is a clear lump down there. Now, we don't know what that is. We don't know if that is something that is caused by heavy metal toxicity. That's why we need to get these guys to the veterinarian to get them checked out. So this is, you know, one of the unfortunate things that we deal with rescue, and we do see a lot of birds that are sick for one reason or another. We are fortunate to know that these guys were being kept in galvanized cages, because that helps us to determine what is going on with their health. That's going to help when we go to the veterinarian, for us to inform the veterinarian of what's going on with these birds. So I can't stress enough how the appropriate cage is so important to the health of your bird. Now, a lot of these birds have a lot of other things going on with them. That's why we need to raise money so that we can get these guys to the vet. Right now, we also have these guys on pellet, and it's a KT pellet. You know, it's a lot better than being on seed. Eventually, we're going to be converting these guys over to our Rowdy Bush pellet and getting them to eat chop, and hopefully getting their health a little bit better. But in cases like this with birds that are so sick, we need to go really super slow when we are looking at converting that diet. Now, we have had someone reach out to us from KT. They're going to check in and see if they can put together a donation of the KT pellets for us for these guys so that we can make this as gradual of a transition as possible while we're getting them on a healthy diet. And in the meantime, we're just going to show these guys love. That's really all that we can do at this point, is just show them lots of love and show them that we're here to take care of them, and we're gonna do our absolute best. But guys, I cannot stress enough how much we need funding right now to be able to take care of these birds. We expect each bird to exceed $500 for the treatment for heavy metal toxicity, and so it is so important that we're raising money for these animals right now to get them the care that they need. If you guys are interested in making a donation, please visit our website. I am throwing up the website across the bottom of the screen right now with the page that you need to go to make a donation. You can always feel free to stop into the rescue if you are in the area. And I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you have any questions about anything that may or may not be safe for your exotic bird, please don't hesitate to reach out either via Facebook or via email. And I hope you guys have a really great day.